Hi everyone, hope you guys are having a great day so far. My name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan, and Dean and I are excited to be here today to create something fabulous for you for Christmas. So as y'all come into the video, even if you're watching the replay, y'all leave a comment down below and let us know where you're watching from, and any questions or comments you have throughout today's video, drop those down below in the comment section as well. We have lots to discuss. We had a jam-packed full weekend. Dancing with the Stars was last night, so I stayed up, with one eye closed. We're going to discuss that. And first, while y'all are coming in, you're caught up with last week's, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do not think Joseph should have went home.
Mm-mm.
Why is Vinny still there? He's got those Jersey Shore fans voting for him. Okay, we're going to get into that because he's still there, Dina. So we're going to talk about that and so much more. And we're going to make a Christmas teardrop today. Teardrops are right up there with my love for wreaths. And not just for Christmas, just because this is such an easy thing that you can create and make that doesn't resemble a Christmas wreath, but it's still a door hanger. You can still hang it on your door, and you can do lots of different things with these. So, I've got me one here. Hang that there. Okay. Can we lower that just a little? Hi, Sherry. I miss you more, girl. I hope you and your family are doing wonderful. Keep going. Right there. Okay. Anyway, I've got a 32-inch teardrop here. And before I forget, guys, all the Christmas ribbon, and there's lots of different ribbons on the website, is all 15% off. So that's a great little bit of savings. I think if you spend over $100 or so, you get free shipping. So stack it up, girl, because Christmas is right around the corner. Can you believe this is the last week of October? Monday's Halloween, Dina's favorite. And then Tuesday, Mariah Carey's coming on. You know what I'm saying? Okay, she's defrosting right now, and as soon as Halloween is over, the Mariah Carey Christmas is happening. So I'm so excited for that, and I'm excited for Halloween. Every year we go to our friend Mickey's house. Her son has his birthday on Halloween, and so we go to a huge neighborhood party over there, and that neighborhood is like anything I've ever seen as far as trick-or-treaters go. You can't even walk down the street. And I don't get out there in that. I try to, no ma'am. But I like to sit on the lawn, drink a glass of wine, and watch all the chaos. So that'll be fun on Monday. But then Tuesday, we're kicked off for the season. So hopefully this video gives you inspiration and ideas that you can use as you progress in your Christmas decorating. I know, aren't those pretty?
I like that.
Yeah. So I was looking at the colors today, and I was like, what colors are we going to do? And I want to do champagne and red, okay? So I've got lots of different things here. And the best part about this video, and I've showed my divas this a lot lately too, is that you don't have to always glue your stems into your base, which in this case is your teardrop. You can actually tie them in using the tips that are on there. So I'm going to do that today while we discuss lots of topics and have fun, okay? So we're going to save the ribbon to the end, and we're going to start adding in our floral stems. Now remember, Christmas ribbon is 15% off. That's the item of the week. And y'all, look at these. These are the prettiest champagne stems you've ever seen. So take a minute and take off those trashy tags because we don't want those. And you want to fluff apart your stems. And then I'm going to start tying these into my teardrop. Okay?
You and Josh should help Nikki and Ryan hand out candy.
Oh, heck no. No. I love children over there. I don't want them over here, They have so much candy in that neighborhood, though. I don't even think we have to hand out candy. But I take that back. We usually sit in the driveway because I do like to see the people come up to trick-or-treat because it still kills me that half of these people aren't kids. They're like 25-year-olds. So I like to see the costumes, and some of the kids are super cute. And so we do sit out there. I don't physically give them candy. I'm more worried about where my wine is. But, we are going to go do it and hang out.
Amanda says the real holiday is November 1st when the candy is half off.
Oh, exactly. It's already on sale, guys. I think it was at Target I went to. Okay, so I put one of my Christmas stems in. I'm going to take the exact same one, and I'm going to put it on the bottom. I just love these guys. And these are such a good size that this can be used for, like, door hanger projects, but you can also put this on your Christmas tree, and that would be pretty as well. Trim that off. Oh, sorry, Dan. I didn't mean to stab you. Okay. I'm going to put this one on.
Morgan says hi.
Who?
Morgan.
Oh, hi, Morgan. I got to see Morgan this weekend. Wait till I tell you what happened to me. got my first layer stems in there, guys. All of these champagne leaves. This is just meant to give you a base because they're larger in size. They fan out like I always mention. And so this is fabulous. Okay, can we talk? Dina's going to get a kick out of this. So Sunday, we went to see Amy Schumer. And I freaking love her. You know who that is? Mm-hmm. Okay, obsessed. And the show wasn't until 7 o'clock that night. And it was in Grand Prairie. And we were going to drive back because I had to work yesterday. So we left early because we were going to go have lunch with Morgan. And I've been wanting to go to this place called DL Max. And it was across town from where Morgan lives. So that's why we never went there, because it's like a 45-minute drive. And, you know, I like to have cocktails. So Morgan drove and met us because she wasn't going to Amy Schumer. That was just a me and Josh thing. So she drove and met us at this restaurant. So we get in the restaurant. Fabulous, you know. And they have these chicken strips, guys. Okay, I've been seeing them on Instagram, and I was like, I've got to have these chicken strips. And they just looked incredible. So we order a cocktail. And I had a dirty martini with 2 olives. That's what I like, with Tito's. And we have a little sip. I hadn't even drank my drink yet, y'all. I took a sip. So, you know, when you drink martinis, and you guys will know if you do, they're full of sodium. So it makes your mouth dry out. So I asked the waitress for a glass of water. So she brings the water over. This is right after I got my drink. She brings the water over, and it's in a stemless wine glass. And the water was cold, so the outside of the glass was like sweating or whatever. So what did I do when we first got there? I picked up the glass, and the whole thing slipped out of my hand and went right in my lap. So the glass was to the rim, a stemless wine glass full of freezing cold water in the lap. Okay, and so I'm just sitting there like screaming. And so this guy next to me is looking at me. They start bringing me all these towels. They get the mop out. So I stand up, and I'm talking the whole front of my shorts are soaked all the way up my butt to my belt line because I was sitting in the water after it fell down, and I was frozen. Okay. So I had to stay at the restaurant and eat like that. Okay, after I went to the bathroom, but that didn't do anything. Those little hand towels. I had to eat lunch like that, freeze, and then I still had a concert to go to at 7. So then we had to leave there and go to Kohl's with those wet pants on. Everybody probably thought, did he, you know, pee his pants? And I had to go buy a new pair of shorts for the concert. But anyway, the food though at that place, it's called DL Max. Look it up on Instagram. It's so good. It's a little small place. It gives you a good vibe in there. But it was like some of the best food I've ever had. So
Morgan said it was only 20 minutes away.
Oh yeah, only 20 minutes away from her house, so that wasn't bad. But on a Friday or Saturday night when we would usually go up there, that would turn into like an hour or so. That's why we hadn't done it. But then we went to North Park after I got some new pants because I wanted to go to Williams-Sonoma. That place is completely ridiculously priced, but I bought a cup for $12. And then we walked around the mall, checked out some shoes. You know, me and Morgan like to shoe shop. And then we went to our Amy Schumer concert show. It was, when I tell you it was fabulous, it was fabulous. She had 2 comedians on before her, and then she came on. She did about a 50-minute set, and they took your phones and they locked them up because I'm guessing that they're going to film this as a special, and so they don't want you releasing any new material. But it was super good. So we had a great night. We got home about 11:30 back here to Longview, and then yesterday I worked all day. So it was a great, great weekend. So if you guys love Amy Schumer, you should go see her live because she's very entertaining. Okay, we're going to get back to our swag or our teardrop. So next up, y'all, look at these. So these are some new leaves that I found out there at Ellis in the floral section. And again, these are a great size for no matter what it is that you want to do. So I'm going to shape these out. Look at those. Aren't they pretty? So, same thing. I'm going to now incorporate and nest these into my swag. You can pull the leaves apart to the side. Oh, and I think last weekend or the weekend before, you know, we weren't here last week, guys. I had to work. Something came up. So, did you get a chance to go to the Pumpkin Glow here at Ellis? Whether it be, I just found out after the fact that it wasn't just in Longview. I think there's one in Texarkana and in Bossier maybe. So did you guys get a chance to go? And if you did you have a good time? Everybody that I've talked to that went said it was great. They had a petting zoo out there, bounce houses, refreshments, all kinds of stuff. So y'all leave a comment. Let me know. Okay, I'm going to get my next stem and get ready to put this one on there as well. Okay, so while I fluff these out, let's talk Dancing with the Stars. What's your thoughts if you watched last night? They had one elimination. Okay, and just because I say I want somebody to go home doesn't mean I don't like them. I think they're sweet. But Vinny's got to go, okay? He has got to go. He is just not the best dancer, and he keeps getting chosen. And I told her it was probably because of his Jersey Shore fans, which that's great. But they really, you know, what's the right word? Knocked him down a few notches last night, and I did feel bad for him because he felt he looked defeated because they just ripped him on the judges. But he's still here. But anyway, so he needs to go. But y'all, the winner is going to be Charlie D'Angelo. Okay, that girl, I don't know what she's doing, but she can just do anything. And last night was my favorite night because I love Michael Bublé. Josh hates him, so what do you know? Every Christmas I go to record and I give it to him. Anyway, so then it was Michael Bublé night, but Derek danced, and I love to watch Derek dance. And he danced to one of what's his name, Michael's song, and Derek and his fiance, you know, and she is a killer dancer. And so they did their little thing out there. I was like, you know, taking Flexavir looking at it because I was like, there's no way I could ever pop around like that. But anyway, Charlie's my favorite. Gabby's my favorite. I want to be friends with her just because she's so, you know, I don't know. And I love Wayne Brady. He's really good. And I think those are my top 3 favorite. Yeah.
I just cried when Selma took herself out.
I hadn't seen you since then. Okay, what y'all think about that? I about died, Dina, because I love her and I wanted to see her, but I understood that, you know, she's basically damaging her body more. But, you know, when she said she was going to go out with one last little dance, honey, you didn't know she was going to do the Cinderella out there. She did fabulous. Oh, my God, I have to tell you, and you'll probably see it when you watch the episode. Shangela, so I love her. She, last week, you know, what's his name, Glenn? Glenn told her that she needed to have crispy legs, like, you know, make them crisp. So she said the only thing crispy she knows is KFC. So today, after she got done dancing, she pulled chicken strips out of her bra. And she gave Glenn a crispy strip, and then she gave Tyra one, and Tyra ate it right there while she was hosting. It was hilarious. So anyway, Dancing with the Stars. If you're not watching, you should be. Get Disney Plus, okay? $4.99 a month.
When they did the prom night, and they were showing where they were from, I did not know she's from Paris, Texas.
Yeah, right down the thing. And she's like blown up. She was at the Oscars. She was in A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga. She's been all kinds of stuff. That's what you call capitalizing on your opportunities, okay? And I'm all for it. Okay, y'all. I got the red in there. Look how pretty it's looking. So, I know the teardrop's not straight, but we'll straighten it up when we get done. So, for anyone who just joined, we have a 32-inch teardrop. I'm putting it all in there without gluing, so I'm tying it in there using those ties. Okay, so the next stem, I think, is my favorite one, and Dina already noticed it over here. Let me fluff this out and show y'all. This has got 2 different finishes on the petals of the leaves, and it's also got some little pearls. But look at these. Aren't they pretty? So, I don't know, guys, for sure if everything I'm using is online. I hope so. But if not, definitely come into a location and see if they have these. And they also come in a champagne color, too. But I wanted to do the red this time. Okay. So now, I'm going to mix in some of these. And y'all, it's getting cold here again for a good day. And it's pretty cool out there right now, but I think we're supposed to have a cool front. That's why it's been so windy. But,
you get back up in the 80s again within the week.
I know. But they have started hanging Christmas lights. You know, they do Christmas in the gardens every year. So if you like pumpkin glow, but you love Christmas, then you'll love this. But I think they even add more and more every year. And if they don't, let's just go with it. But they do a really good job out there. And so they're already getting the lights up. And I'm sure that'll open by Thanksgiving. And when I get more information, I'll let you know. But I think this is the 3rd or 4th year that they've done it. Okay, I'm mixing in. Oh, I just love those, y'all. I'm going to do one more in the middle. Also, Ellis wanted me to mention that they're having a Black Friday preview sale this Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so you're like, Dylan, what's a Black Friday preview? Well, that's basically where you can get Black Friday prices before Black Friday. So this Saturday and Sunday at the locations, all of them. And then Saturday at 12 a.m. is when the products will be on sale online. So if you can't make it to one of their Black Friday preview sales, then you can go to the website, ellishomeandgarden.com, and you can shop till you drop just like that. Gina, I don't think we ever talked about this movie. Have you seen Tu Wong Fu?
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. Loved it. I've seen it 100 times. It was on TV the other night, and I thought, I wonder if Gina's seen this. I still got to watch that Electric Cowboy, or whatever it's called. What it's called? Not Electric Cowboy. The one with John Travolta.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have all of my stems in. So let's tie us a pretty bow, and then I'm going to maybe mix in a little bit of magnolias for y'all. Okay. So I'm going to use 3 ribbons. And this one's my favorite, y'all. Look, it's like a netting. Okay. So I'm going to start with this one, actually, because I want it to be on top. Okay. And if you don't want to use 3 ribbons, you totally don't have to. You can do 1, and you can get about the same look. Did I tell you about my carolers that I bought? Oh my gosh, y'all. Can we talk while I tie this bow? So, people get sucked into Instagram and stuff. I get sucked into YouTube. You know, if I watch one video and it shows related videos, I'm done. So the other night, I was sitting on the couch and I started watching Paula Deen videos on Facebook because they put all her shows on Amazon now, and so I can watch them for free, so people are watching them. But she also does these shows still every day on Facebook, but they're on YouTube. So I get on YouTube, I'm watching, and then I found one that said Christmas Home Tour 2021. I was like, are you kidding? So I clicked on this home tour, and she had these little dolls all over her house, and they're called Buyer's Choice Christmas dolls. And what they are is they're carolers. They're not really dolls. Y'all, when I say creepy, but I had to buy some. Okay, their mouth is like, I mean, I guess they're supposed to be singing. But if you collect Buyer's Choice out there, leave me a comment. Let me know you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, she had them paired in these little scenes, and she had street lamps and all this stuff. Y'all, my entry table was empty. And I was thinking, what could I put on this table? Because I try and do it different every year, and it's still empty because I don't know what to do. So I looked up a Buyer's Choice doll. Okay? One little doll. It's about the size of this cup as far as the height goes. And there's some that are half the size. 12 inches and 6 inches. $87. Now, she had multiples in a set, and I was like, $87. That would cost me $875 to get 8 carolers. No. So what I do, I went to my good old friend eBay, and I haven't had a bidding war because that gives me, real stress. But guess what? I had a bidding war, and I won 9 Buyer's Choice carolers for $101. How about that? So then they were delivered yesterday. So then I thought, well, I got the carolers. They got to have some lampposts. So then I had to go on Amazon and order me some lampposts. So my carolers are here. My lampposts are here. All I have to do now is get some snow to go at the bottom, because that's how Paula did it, and that's how I want to do it. And I'm going to put it up. And I'm going to send you a picture. I have a picture. I'll show you after this. She's probably going to hate them. But my mom has been making fun saying they had lockjaw. But they're so cute, and they're prettier in person. And I feel like I got a good deal. And Paula helped me with that. So when y'all see my Christmas home tour this year, y'all get ready to see my Buyer's Choice dolls. But does anybody collect them?
Not yet.
Lord. Is that the only comment you got?
No,
Oh, okay.
it phases out.
Okay, y'all, look how gorgeous. All that ribbon together. Hi, Sandra. We're going to put our wire on here, and then we're going to put this on top of Teardrop, okay? And your picks are already laid in there perfectly. Don't you like that ribbon with that net?
I love it.
Yeah, I haven't fluffed this out yet, guys, but look at that. Looks a really pretty bow. And the ribbon is the item of the week, so it's 15% off at ellishomeandgarden.com. Have you been to Target lately?
Mm-mm.
Girl, they're like completely gutting the store. I didn't realize that store was so old. But anyway, you remember when it was over there where Hobby Lobby was? But they're completely redoing it, and there's stuff everywhere. Can't walk. Oh my. I mean, good Lord. Look at that ribbon, y'all. So, so pretty. Okay, so now you just clear a spot. You're going to see the back of my head for a minute. Hold on. Clear a spot and run that wire through the back of the teardrop. And that red ribbon that I used is velvet. So, you know, it's spectacular. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that pretty? Now, we ain't done, but I'm just saying. I love that. Okay. Now, we're just going to use the smaller ribbons, and we're going to tie some pieces going through the rest of the teardrop. Okay, and you want to do these loops smaller because your teardrop is tapered. So you want to taper down everything else. Have you, so Dana, tell us about all the animals. Have you had any strays come up lately? Possums, anything like that?
Nope.
Well, I'm disappointed. I was expecting some crazy story. You ever had a pig come up that wasn't like rough or whatever? Like it was gentle?
No. I've had a deer.
That lets you like feed it? Oh no.
It jumped the fence and got in my backyard and couldn't find its way out.
Oh gosh.
So I had to open the gate and let it out.
That would scare me to death. That's even the bird that was in my store?
Mm-mm.
Y'all, listen. So a few weeks ago, I had a customer come in my store, and when she was getting ready to go, she opened the door and something crawled across the floor, and I immediately thought it was a rat crawling from outside, you know. And I was like, oh my God, what was that? Well, it was a bird. And I'm not scared of birds. My favorite thing to do is go to the bird cage at the zoo with a stick and feed them. But the bird flew in, and I saw it was a bird, and then it flew up, and it landed in an arrangement. Well, the bird was green, first of all. I have ceiling fans, and I'm not scared of birds, but if one darts at my head, I'm probably going to be scared. So the whole time I was paranoid that the bird was going to get stuck in there, it was going to die, it was going to poop everywhere. I was thinking of all these things. So I searched and searched and searched, and I think I found the bird. I got it in this little area. Well, then I had a customer come in, and I had to stop messing with the bird. So then I lost the bird again. So then I had to call Ashley, who was one of my team members. And I was like, girl, she's terrified of everything. She's scared of raisins, okay? I don't know. So I said, we got to get this bird out of here. Because she's like, I'm not coming to work tomorrow if this bird's still in here. I'm scared. I said, okay. So we look and we look and we look for like 30 minutes. We couldn't find the bird. We moved the whole store was trashed. So she leaves and I open the door. And I think when I opened the door, because the bird saw the light, the bird comes flying out and he lands on, here's my front door, and I have a tree right here, and I have my register right here. It's sitting on top of this tree, and I can see it. It's a white tree. And so I start screaming at the door, Ashley! And so she comes back in here, and I get a broom, because I'm like, we're just going to, like, swoosh it out the door. 20 minutes. Flies from the top of that tree to the garland above my register. 20 minutes. We have to finally trap it behind the counter, pull everything out, and then it comes darting at us, and it flies out the door. So ever since then, when I take the trash out, I don't leave the back door open, because I can't go through that again. Those birds, people, I just can't. Okay, y'all, we're adding in some more ribbon. Ooh, honey, this is pretty.
Lori says she's trapping possums under her house.
Not a possum, Gloria. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know what, it could be an armadillo, but something's digging up my yard.
Probably an armadillo.
Yeah, like the other day I went out there, and my inflatable, I have a little Halloween inflatable, that's Pennywise the clown, scare all the kids. All the tethers were out, and I was like, why are they out of the ground? I hammered those into the grass, and then there is like it looks like a trench, basically, with the top still on the grass, all around like this, and I think it went underneath, and it's loosened up all the grass, and my tethers pulled out, you know, when the wind blew or whatever. So, but the whole grass, if you step in it, like your foot will fall down in there. It's so weird. And the flower bed.
It's not like dug up right there.
It's not dug. I mean, it is like, if you were to like this is all grass, and you were to dig like right here, and you were gonna like lay it over like a sandwich. It looks like that. A mole. How do I get rid of those? Flamethrower.
You can buy steaks and stuff. And
what's that look like, Dean? Is that gonna crawl my doggy door? Because I can't do that.
Because they're usually underground.
Oh, okay. God, I got a mold in, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna squat down for a second and put this piece of ribbon, and then we're gonna add a couple magnolias to finish this off. Okay. Whew. I'm out of breath from dropping it like it's hot up in here. Okay, these magnolia stems are here at Ellis. Don't forget, the ribbon is 15% off. But these are just so pretty. You are going to love them. These are champagne velvet magnolia leaf. Chewing gum. Okay. I hadn't heard that one before. How about some bleach? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Look at these, y'all. Aren't these pretty? They're magnolias, but they're champagne. So I'm going to pop a few in here. Look. I'm going to put one. Maybe. Come on. There we go. Put one in there.
Oh, which tag?
Ah! Okay, I'll get that off in a sec. Okay, let's take the tag off. Also, I want to say, I am so sad about Leslie Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, what the heck, y'all? He was 67, and he was working out more in his career than ever. I mean, it made me sick. But, you know, he lost his mom a year ago, and he had 2 twin sisters, and they both died this year. So, I don't know. It just makes me so sad. But he was loved by so many people. He was fabulous.
Mm-hmm. Becky says Christmas in the Gardens opens November 1st in Longview.
Oh, perfect. November 1st. So that's like on Tuesday. Good Lord, they better get out there. Okay. So y'all, look at that. Let me zoom in for you. We are done. We have our fabulous bow and our ribbon. And I showed you how to put those florals in. Phyllis, me too. It just made me sick yesterday. But I love all of those champagne magnolias. They're gorge. Alright guys, so Christmas ribbon is 15% off at ellishomeandgarden.com. They have a Black Friday sneak peek sale this Saturday and Sunday. So check your emails and all that stuff for more information about those sales. I'm sure they'll be coming out soon. Saturday at 12 a.m. they will post the sale prices online. So if you're not able to make it to a location in person, then it's okay, girl, because they got your back. And they will do that for you on the website. Okay? But y'all get on there. Go ahead and check things out. It's going to be a great week. They've got more product, I think, still coming. Every time I come in here, I feel like I see something different. So, but thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. My Christmas open house is Saturday. You can find out more information about me and my business at Designs by Dylan on Facebook. Dylan is D-Y-L-A-N. And if y'all need anything, drop a comment. Even if you're watching the replay, we'll get back to you and help you in any way that we can. But we wish you a fabulous week, Halloween week. And we'll see you on November 1st. And maybe I'll have some Mariah Carey playing. You never know. All right, guys. Love you for watching. Have a blessed day. We'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.